Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's just special. For the first time ever, Netflix has put on MMA and the most highly anticipated MMA bout in perhaps decades. As tonight is finally the night where Ronda Rousey returns in an octagon, not a ring for wrestling, nothing like that. She is back where we came to know her and where some people loved and some didn't. But Ronda Rousey is here. I am Walter, Mr. Reliable Cruz of Simply Reliable Studios. Welcome as we present our very special watch along. What's up, Matt Helms, of this special MMA event? Netflix started right away with the package of Gina and Rousey. Unfortunately, they didn't really put graphics out there, so we don't have graphics like we normally do. But I can let you guys know what the fights are. So I believe this is going to be the opening bout, but if it freaking works and scrolls, technology, baby. There we go. Sorry, guys, but it's a featherweight bout between Francis Parnasse versus Kenny Cross in a featherweight, sorry, which in the UFC is 145 pounds. That is what featherweights are in terms of the male. So I don't know if they kept it the same here, but we'll see. And then you have the co-main event, which is Nate Diaz. Everybody knows who he is because of the Conor McGregor fights. Former UFC fighter Mike Perry. Then you got the heavyweight bout, former UFC champion Francis Ngannou is going to fight tonight. I believe he's probably the fight right before that. He's going to fight Philippe Lins, who is from Brazil. They're going to start with a heavyweight bout. Junior Dos Santos, the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the UFC, most famous for his trilogy with Cain Velasquez, who, welcome back, Cain, by the way, who was released from jail, I believe it's been a year now, or earlier this year. So we got Ariel Helwani commented now. This is brought to you by MVP. They have, this is going to be translated in Brazilian, Portuguese. You got French, English, and Spanish. They got every language. They got the main languages covered in every country that's represented here tonight. You got Tyrone Woodley, one of the commentators. You guys know he's not just from the Jake Paul fights. He's a UFC middleweight. I want to say, yeah, middleweight. No, not middleweight. Sorry, welterweight. Former undisputed champion. The countdown to Dos Anjos versus Despaigne is 11 minutes and 40 seconds. So we got some time to spend here. Put in the comments what fight you're looking forward to the most, which is probably everybody's going to say Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Both legends. Time for them to finally get it on. In what I think, win, lose, or draw, believe Ronda Rousey said this will be her final fight no matter what. She didn't want that bad taste in her mouth of the two losses. The last one coming to the Lioness, Amanda Nunes. That was a very bad loss. I think that was worse than Holmes' knockout. So we're making history. Netflix put it on their first MMA event. Ariel Helwani talking about the significance of it, saying healing of the wounds. I don't know if you guys seen a lot of the training videos, but Ronda Rousey looks bigger than she's ever looked, like more in shape. And I don't mean bigger in terms of like me. I mean muscular. They're fighting at featherweight. I've seen some crazy workout videos that she was doing. She had like the backpack medicine ball. She's trained more than she's ever done. Hopefully, you guys know if you follow us, I'm the big MMA guy. I'm just hoping Ronda really, really worked on her striking. That was her weak point. Her striking was her weak point, and that's what Holmes really capitalized on. That's what Emmanuel Nunez come on. We all knew she obviously won bronze in the Olympics for judo, so she always had the judo throw. She had the arm bar. She can wrestle. She can wrestle, and she could work on the floor very well. It was her striking that was her weakest point. She has a different training camp than she did in the UFC, so hopefully, they have worked on that, and we'll see. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna play the trailer. We have a new trailer of the different watch alongs you guys. So this is what you can get coming up on the Simply Reliable Studios as soon as I can find it. Not sure if it was loaded in here now. There we go. Here's the new trailer, guys. I'll be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Getting all the professional wrestling and more, obviously, as today is a MMA specialty. We do have coming up Saturday Night Shenanigans, which I believe is hosted by Noah for the first bit until JJ can get home from work. So that is all, and thank you already for the high amount of viewers that we have, mostly on Twitter. But please subscribe to the at Rage of Wrestling YouTube channel. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for the ride, and thank you for everything that you guys do. We can only do this if we get a following, so we can only do this because of you. So thank you for everything you guys had done and helped us with, and we will continue to do this as long as the demand is there. We will continue to supply. And here we go. Netflix is doing the ads thing. So let's see if this is as bad as WWE. This is what? This is only 5 ads in. So we'll see if they come back. But yeah, okay, yeah, they already came back. So the first fight, which is gonna be Junior Dos Santos, taking on Robel, who's a Cuban wrestler. So we'll see. Junior Dos Santos, of course, with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt background, former UFC heavyweight champion. He's good on his feet, but he's up there in age. So we'll see. Robelis is 37, I want to say, and Junior Dos Santos is got to be up there in age as well. He's 42. Yep, he's 42 years old, which is young in life, but in the sports world and MMA, you're pretty up there. You're way past your prime at that age, and I believe that's the same mistake Anderson Silva made, fighting well into his 40s, and that's what got him knocked out. Don't get me wrong, Anderson Silva, I grew up, that was one of my favorite fighters watching, and then Father Time, they say, is undefeated for a reason. So we got about 5 minutes left before Junior Dos Santos' fight. They're talking about Francis Ngannou in here. Uh, the fact that these people took on these fights. What's up, Safat? How are you? A lot of the big names that you guys know are fighting pretty people that aren't known. Like, who the hell is Philipe Lines, the Brazilian that Francis Ngannou is fighting? Barely anyone knows, right? So, in my opinion, the risk is all on Francis Ngannou. He's got the name. He's the one who quit the UFC to bet on himself to do boxing. Did well in boxing. Well, he lost some, he won some, he did well, but he's the name that's carrying it, right? So for him to take on a well unknown person is very risky for him. Because if he wins, it's kind of like it's Ngannou. Of course he will win. But if he loses, then you get the washed up talks. Is he in over his head? He's losing to nobodies. So Philippe, I should say, because he's French, has the most to gain out of this fight. And by contrast, Francis will have the most to lose. So I think this is a big risk for him. I'm happy he's on the card, but his return back to MMA, this is his first return back to MMA because he was doing boxing. And one of the UFC's greats, I mentioned Cain Velasquez earlier. He's here. He's being interviewed now. He's saying it's fun tonight. It's very big. It's something that I never really thought would happen. It makes everything magical. Said it's stacked with other legends. Fans are going to be excited. He said one of your rivalries, Junior Dos Santos, is also on the card. How do you feel about this matchup? Kane said I have a lot of feelings towards Junior. I respect him. Everything that he does in the sports, he's still doing. He still loves to be in that octagon. I wish the best for him forever. But he got into a fight tonight. He's here. And he's going to swing him. It's going to be exciting. I don't see it going very long, but you never know. He's got something to do. The opportunity very big tonight. A lot of respect for what he's doing, but he's on the same boat as I am with the same thing I said about Ngannou. Junior has already laid down his legacy. Who's Robelis? Barely anybody know. Unless you're Cuban and follow like amateur wrestling, you wouldn't know who he is. So for Junior to go on the biggest stage, maybe he's just taking a payday. Who knows? I don't know what is in his head, but he's there. And if he loses, maybe his stains his legacy. But Mauro Ronaldo is going to be one of the commentaries, and of course Kenny Florian, who's one of the UFC's greats, are your commentators for tonight. I'm just glad I get to hear Mauro Ronaldo call something MMA. He loves it. I wish he would return to wrestling, but this is his forte for now. They're talking about the Francis Ngannou fight. Exactly what I said. This is a massive opportunity for the relatively unknown Philippe because he's got everything to gain because he's fighting a former UFC heavyweight champion, an undisputed, very controversial figure. Left. Up, here we go. Tell the tape. 42 years old, 6'4", 245 pounds. Junior Dos Santos. Robelis is 37, 6'7". Damn. 258 pounds, 84-inch reach. So he's got the reach advantage here. Said he can finish the fight with just one punch. He has a Taekwondo and wrestling background, MMA Temple Gym, boxing for Junior Dos Santos with American Top 10, 21-10 versus 5-2. Knockouts 13, submissions 3, knockouts 5, no submissions for Robelis. Rules of the fight: 5-minute rounds, no kicking or kneeing head of a grounded opponent, no strikes to the spine, back of the head, or groin, no grabbing the cage with fingers or toes. So they're using the MMA unified fight rules that all MMA must abide by in the UFC. They are going to be the first MMA fight ever to be aired on Netflix. So they're making history here. More about Robelis. He's 2012 Olympic bronze medalist in Taekwondo, Karate, Combat, Heavyweight Champion, 6 KO victories, and all 5 of his MMA wins came from the first round. So we'll see if he's able to take out the legend, Junior Dos Santos. Cody Big Mo Mamers is your announcer. Debut of MVP MMA. What a debut, huh? Your first fight card, and you have Ronda Rousey as your main event. Open in the heavyweight division. And it's actually not a octagon, it's 6-sided. It's a hexagon, by the way, so very unique. And Robelis coming out first. 37-year-old Taekwondo legend in Cuba. I can't believe this dude's 6'7". Like, woo. Taekwondo, of course, translates from Korean as kicking or as kick. So, gonna be a lot of kicks if Dos Santos isn't careful. And he's not a kickboxer; he's just a regular boxer. So we'll see if he'll be able to keep this fight on his feet, or is he gonna try to wrestle as well and use his jiu-jitsu skills? Robelis is making it to the fighter's pit. Check him. Marvel Ronaldo saying, "Don't blink." That's how quick this dude has been knocking people out. And we've seen Junior go down to the legend Cain Velasquez. His Junior Dos Santos, the former UFC heavyweight champion, coming out now. 14 knockouts. He has the most in UFC history. 9-fight win streak, longest in UFC history. Before Father Time caught up to him. As, like I said earlier, Father Time is undefeated. It's what they do. Father Time will always come catch you. Junior looked good. He looked focused, though. He just loves fighting, man. When you love something, you come back. He's coming out to the Rocky theme. Gotta love it. You know when Rocky's running and he gets to the statue, that song it's playing in all y'all heads who don't have Netflix and unable to watch it. That's exactly what's playing right now. JDS looking good though. Wonder how much weight he had to cut. How big he walks around. He makes his way to the fighter pit. Here comes the Vaseline. Got his mouthpiece, got his cup. Should let him into the hexagon. I'm gonna probably make a mistake and call it octagon a lot tonight, but it's a hexagon. All right, Junior's walking in now. It's the leanest I've seen Junior as well, Kenny. I've been watching MMA a long time. I remember Junior at his height. I don't think I've seen him this slim. MVP MMA debut. Hopefully they don't make the mistake of the Jake Paul fight and have streaming issues. Think Netflix is gonna anticipate it. Frank Trigg, the referee. Robelis is introduced first. This dude is huge, 6'7", trying to fight. That's gonna be nuts. Give me a second. Having graphic issues here. There we go. 2012 former Olympic bronze medalist, as I said. Ronda Rousey is another bronze medalist, and look what she did. So, but he's standing across the cage against a legend in the MMA world. 21-10, 13 KOs, 3 submissions. Brazil versus Cuba. Here we go. Come on and touch gloves already. Getting anxious now, people. Let's see if he still got it. Both are freaking heavy-handed. I've never seen Robles fight, but based on what they said, it's going to be fist versus feet. Because he's more Taekwondo. Junior is definitely more boxing. Touching gloves. Backed up. Here we go. For the first time, the bell's going to ring in the sports of mixed martial arts on Netflix. Intuit Dome in Inglewood. Here we go. First MMA event, Netflix. Bell rings. Off the bat, I don't like Robles' stance. He is way too open. Nice right kick and then left hook. He's using his Taekwondo stance. Junior's trying to box him out, working behind the job. Oh, nice low kick by Junior. Trying to chop at this tree that's 6'7". Well, he's only got 3 inches on Junior. Ooh, nice return by Robles. Nice left right. He kind of rattled Junior back. Nice uppercut, but his stance is way too wide. I think Junior might take advantage of this. And I think he's purposely standing that wide is for a kicking position. Because he's so tall and he has to bring his back foot forward. That's why he's standing like this. But man, he's leaving himself wide open for an uppercut if Junior just could take it. Nice trip by Junior. Another leg kick. Junior just going to the well with these leg kicks. What he should do is a right leg kick into a left uppercut combo. With the stance that open, he can eat that all day and will win this fight by knockout quick. But it's easier said than done. Robles is able to hit two uppercuts, but he actually swing, but he missed. Junior going inside with the overhand right. Started with the leg kick though. Robles is kind of projecting his punches a little too much, and Junior is seeing it coming. Ooh, right as I said that, he showed his right hand and then came with the left that Junior didn't see. Tagged him right in the eye. All right, these leg kicks by Junior are this is going to be the keys for him to win here. Nice leg kick, but a combo by Robles. Oh, Despaigne. Oh, Despaigne came in with a nice uppercut called Junior right in the jaw. Junior's bleeding in the mouth a little already. Another uppercut by Despaigne, who's Robles' last name. Junior covering up. Despaigne just trying to take him out, but Junior able to get his wits about him. Nice leg that trip. Those leg kicks are tripping Despaigne. He's not going to take these leg kicks. You got to stop standing like that. Your lead leg, you're just leaving it for JDS. Another uppercut by Despaigne. But man, his stance, he's asking to be kicked to get his leg taken out. Oh, and right as I said that, Despaigne lays JDS out. Ooh, folded him like a lawn chair. Ah, nasty overhand right. Ah, JDS, the poor guy. He doesn't know where he's at. He's bleeding out the mouth. He's cut under his eyes. He literally just folded. So the first fight on Netflix in MMA history goes down, lasts less than one round, and a knockout by Despaigne, who doesn't even look like he's been in a fight. He looks fresh. Junior is out of it, dude. It's that range. Being 6'7". Whoo, he lowered it. I fell for it too. He lowered him by he kept leaving his leg out there. Junior went after it, but when he went for the leg kick, he got caught with the right cross, left hook into another right hook combination. It was a 3-punch combination. 1, 2, 3, actually 4. Combination takes him out. Oh no, it is 3. The first one missed. But 1, 2, 3. Boom. Man. Right on the button. Well, if you didn't know who Despaigne is, you know now. Woo! I don't know what the betting was, but if you bet it on this first round knockout, cash in those tickets. Speaking of betting, there's the DraftKings commercial. What a combination. Exactly. Good grief indeed. Safat. Out. Woo-hoo-hoo. He took him out. Cash the tickets if you bet it on that. Here's another ad for Man on Fire. Wait, they remade Man on Fire like the Denzel? I don't know if it's the same concept or a remake, but Looks interesting though. Oh, it's on Netflix. So there you go if you want to watch it. War Hero, the main event's probably gonna be around closer to midnight, 11. Then again, it's a total of what, 4 fights? So it might end up coming out 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. It's total of 5 fights. We got 4 more. So depending on when they finish, I'm thinking maybe by 11. Robelis, congratulations. Ariel's talking to him. You just knocked out a former UFC heavyweight champion. Can you describe what you're feeling? They translate into Spanish. Well, obviously I understand it. I'm happy with the job I'm doing. I'm not gonna wait for Ariel to translate because I understand Spanish. Thank for my team in Orlando. My girl Joanna, my daughter, my brother of all of Cuba. Can you describe what you were seeing? Sort of midway through, and with that incredible strike, you eventually hit him with. Why were you able to eventually put him away? At the beginning, he did a good technique to the legs. He kind of hurt me, but I kept seeing where he was putting his head, and I laser focused, and I was able to catch him. And see, every time he went for that leg kick, he ducked. He put his head in a certain position, and an intelligent fighter studied it like a book, realized where he was going to put it. His head was going to be there, and that's when he swung. Is this your return to mixed martial arts? He's asking him. This is the sport that I like. I have to give a thanks to Karate Comeback and my team. Are you going to stick with MMA? Or are you going to go back to karate? I want to keep doing both things. I like them both. I can keep on training. Francis. Oh, he called out Francis Ngannou. Woo! He's asking him if you want the winner of Francis Ngannou. And he said, yeah. I want my bonus, he's saying. Well, it's not the UFC. I don't know if they get bonuses, buddy. Oh, I can't believe Robelis called out Ngannou, though. The balls on this dude. Well, he went to a relative unknown to a superstar and won, and all it took was a 1 3 hit combo. Now let's see how Netflix does it. Is it going to be ad after ad after ad or what? That was a good fight though. For as little as it lasted, they're showing Gina showing up now, who's 7-1, 3 KOs with 1 sub, all 3 knockouts in 2 rounds or less. But how many times have we seen Ronda submit in less than 3 rounds? This is this has been a long time coming. And here's Ronda Rousey looking the best she's ever looked. 12-2, 3 KOs, 9 subs, former UFC bantamweight champion. Woo, Ronda looks dead focused too. We got Salahdine Parnasse versus Kenneth Cross, the French versus America. I don't know much about either one of them, so I'm just gonna repeat what Netflix say. Then you got, of course, the Cameroon Francis Ngannou versus Philipe Lins, and then the other one I'm looking forward to, Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. Nate Diaz returned to MMA as he's been boxing as well, and Mike Perry's returned because he was doing bare knuckle boxing. And we got 6 ads that are gonna come. Anybody else getting this many ads, or is it just a tier of Netflix I have? Well, what did you guys think? Leave a comment, whether you're on X or YouTube. And again, you can switch to the YouTube and subscribe to Raid the Wrestling. Subscribe to everyone, though. The Renegade of Wrestling, Casa de 18 Studios, JJ's channel, and Foster One, Noah Foster. All of us here at Simply Reliable Studios. But I really need to get my numbers up. For you watching on Twitter, if I get to 300 by SummerSlam, my wife and I are going to do the Hot Ones Challenge live. We're going to make a game show out of it with Noah being the host. So if you want to see us punish ourselves, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'll do it for the views. If you want to see us punish ourselves and do the Hot One wing challenge with those hot sauces, we will do it. By summer, when SummerSlam happens in Minneapolis, if I reach that goal or beyond, my wife and I will do it. And it will be a quiz show style. She's gonna ask me pop culture questions, the stuff kind of stuff she watches. I'll ask her MMA and wrestling type questions. You get it wrong, you gotta eat a death wing. Now a shampoo commercial, come on, or a sports clip. It's a game changer. Yeah, Netflix is changing the game and putting MMA on the TV, but can't get away from the ads. What you guys? You think Francis, if he wins tonight, would he take on this guy, Robles, who just? I mean, I honestly never heard of him before this fight. All right, should be the final ad, please. Jesus Christ. Drinking and driving, don't do it, people. Message from this SR Studios. There we go. All right, we're back. Junior says it should be Salahdine versus Kenny Cross next. As Stat Boy makes his way here. What's going on, Stat Boy?
Hello, hello, my internet fans. How we doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Let me tell you, brother, I have had the greatest day. Well, not
Really?
well. I've had one of the best days ever.
Nice.
I actually got to go onto a golf course today for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never been. I've been to mini golf, but not an actual golf course.
Yeah, man. It was pretty cool actually. Actually, you know, I can't drive to save my life, meaning drive a golf ball. I can drive
Yeah.
a golf cart, and I can drive a car, but I cannot drive a golf ball. So it looks like we got Salahdine Parnasse against Kenny Cross.
Yep. Kenny Cross from America. The other one's from France. I know he won. Kenneth. All I know him from is the Dana White Contender Series. I know he won it. That's all I know about him.
Well, he looks pretty mean, so
Coming out first. Oh man, he's got 9 straight first round stops. Oh,
there you go.
Kenny Cross is out first. They didn't release graphics like that, man. That's what kind of sucks.
So he's a wrestler apparently. So he's gonna grapple this guy, from what I can tell.
Yeah. It's the best I can do on short notice, but there we go.
There you go. That works. I like it. Wearing a black shirt that says "Just Fight."
That's what
Got
he
some
needs to do
abs
today.
there. Black gloves with red tape, black shorts, full beard, curly hair. Gives a quick high five to the crowd as he goes into the prep area. Is that Herb Dean?
Where?
I thought I saw Herb Dean there behind him.
Probably a lot of UFC is in there.
Getting all that Vaseline on his face.
It is Herb Dean.
Yeah, Herb Dean, man. Checking for all that. Checking the gloves, make sure they're good. Open the mouth, and in you go. Will he respect the hexagon? Hands up.
That's
Does
what
a
I gotta get
perfect-
used to saying. I was telling everybody hexagon because it's not
Yeah,
an
the
octagon.
hexagon. Dancing and skipping around the hexagon, waving. Credit One Bank, DraftKings, Pretty Girls. He was literally skipping. Oh, and he does a backflip. And here comes Salahdine Parnasse. Raised in the suburbs of Paris, he's been doing MMA since he was 11 years old, and 8 of his last 9 wins have been by stoppage.
Once I was 7 years old.
I think I've developed a horrible allergy, though, because when I was out on the golf course, my eyes have been dry and scratchy, and I've been blowing my nose every 5 minutes. Coming out wearing a black robe.
No, it's allergy season.
Yeah. Got some blue shoes, blue tape on the
A couple of days ago, I was weed whacking. It killed me, man.
Oh yeah.
Killed me, the allergies out there.
The robe comes off. Fist bumping the crowd there in the Intuit Dome. Quick shadow boxing there. The hat comes off. The shirt comes off.
I'm just happy to see Mauro Ronaldo. I'm just happy to see him back.
The shoes come off. Quick sip of water. All right, the Vaseline being applied. It is a safety feature, folks. It's to limit
the
ferocity of the punch, but it will still do some damage. And
he's only 28 years old.
Quick touch of the step. He comes in and dances. Side to side. Getting some last quick moves in. As we get official fight introductions.
Michael Bell, Raphael Davis, and Ron McCarthy are your judges for this fight. If we need judges.
3 5-minute rounds. With a record of 17-4, 6 knockouts, 7 submissions, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Kenneth Cross. Pretty good record.
Yeah, pretty good.
17-4 with 13 finishes, 4 by way of decision. Of course, in the UFC, they would always tell you, never let the fight go to the judges.
Of course.
Fighting out of Auberville, France, with a record of 22-2, 12 knockouts, 5 submissions. Salahdine Parnasse.
Oh, this is his U.S. debut.
There you go. I'm predicting Cross is going to try and go for the takedown, and Salahdine is probably going to go for some strikes. Coming into the center for final instructions. Touch gloves. The girls leave the ring. Salahdine dancing around. Cross dancing around.
Let's see if this lasts longer than the first fight that didn't even go the full first round.
See, that's what happens with an MMA.
He immediately went for a kick. Got caught. Takedown by... Oh, they going at it. Parnasse took him down. He's trying to make a debut here.
He's already going for a quick ground and pound there. Now they're locked up. Paladine has his back to the fence. Cross is trying to get low.
To the ground there.
Cross is trying to get low, but Paladine's fighting and finally gets him down. Back to their feet, right in the center. They are locked arm in arm. Paladine back to the fence.
Oh, they're leaning on the door. You got to be careful with that. That'll pop open on them. They don't lock it. He's trying to go for a single leg takedown now. You can see the way he's gripping it. With Paladine,
he's trying to get that left leg. Paladine reverses. He's got Cross up against the oh, nice shot there.
Yeah, he's trying to take him down. He's trying to beat Cross at his own game. And he got him. He landed on top.
He's got him in front guard, I think. Going all right.
They're battling for position. Oh, this is about to be a wrestling match.
Yep.
Nice knee as he got up. But Cross is doing the smart thing. You see how he's got wrist control there?
Yep.
He's grabbing Parnasse's left wrist right there.
Yep.
That's
I
what
see
it's all
that.
about in grappling, wrist control.
Salahdine again getting with his back up to the fence.
Now he's got
Doesn't
good
know where he
underhooks
wants
too.
to go.
Yeah. Ooh, nice knee.
More grappling, both standing.
Mm-hmm. Parnasse's trying to be the aggressor. Got Cross's back against the cage.
And now crossing the cage. Neither one really. Oh well, and they break off. Now they're standing up. Now they're swinging. Now they're gonna box.
Nice job.
Good jab.
By both men.
Good one back.
Oh, overhand right by Parnasse. And then they swinging for the fences, back and forth. Cross is hurt.
There you go.
You can see. See, he went right back to the wrestling. That's how you know he got hurt.
Yep, now he's gonna grab that leg again. All right, yeah, that was a good little back and forth there.
Yeah, those taps, he didn't like it. Cross didn't like those taps.
He caught him a couple times. I don't see any bruising or anything yet, but with 2:15 to go in the round, they're both Cross with his back to the corner, one leg off the. No.
Let me know when you're at 2 minutes. I'm gonna pause it at 2 minutes even.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes.
All right, that way we'll be
Okay,
right
there you
up.
go.
Oh, he tried to do a submission, but he lost it. See?
Parnasse on top. Cross trying to get over to his back.
Oh, he's got both legs in. Oh, there's the cross. That just squeezes on your rib cage, makes it harder to breathe. You got to break the leg guard now if you're Cross. Don't give up your back. But again, he does have wrist control. Oh, he flattened him out, Mike.
This could be it. That's it. That's no. Well, no, he's fighting out of it.
Ground and pound.
He's covering up, but
yeah, but he's not really intelligently defending himself. He's just taking it.
He's taking them, but
he is moving though. He is moving. But some of those some of those punches are getting to the top of the head. You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful of that. He's
up. Cross got to his feet. Turned around.
Big haymaker miss. 1 minute to go at least.
Yo, Parnasse is trying to kill this dude.
It'll be a miracle.
What about the heart on Cross though?
It'll be a miracle if Cross survives this round now.
Dude.
Oh, he crumpled. He crumpled.
It's over.
He crumpled. He crumpled.
2 fights up, 2 fights down. Both by knockout in the first round.
Yep, 42 seconds left in the first round. Get off the rail. Get down.
That's his
Let him have his celebration, ref.
That is crazy. His 8th first round knockout.
Ice bag immediately back to the back of his neck to. What a good finish. Good finish. Well done. Very impressive. Very impressive, too.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Not a mark on him either. Salahdine Parnasse.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was before, but I'm going to start paying attention now.
Getting a big hug from one of his cornermen there or management team. As we go to a replay, here's where he had him. Cross did get up to his feet, but then he just ate like 6 or 8 punches. Caught him on that right. Tried to cover up. Parnasse missed one. Tried to get a knee in. And then the finish and the crumple as we go to commercial break.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be ads galore.
Oops.
I'm thoroughly impressed there.
I am too. That was a very good fight. Even if it did go, I mean, even if it ended in the first round, but at least it was towards the end of the round. So I mean, it wasn't like there was 30 seconds left or anything. See, that's what I'm worried about in this Ronda match. When Ronda was dominant in the UFC, very rarely did she go past the second round. She gave you the death stare. She targeted the arm. Once she locked you in, tap or snap, you're done. And until she got into the octagon with Holly Holm, and then I think that one went second or third round and kicked her in the head, and that was the end of it.
Mm-hmm. Back-to-back knockouts is how you start the debut of MVP MMA.
There you go.
I wonder if this sets the pace for the rest of the night. Me too, dude. I said hexagon every time. Thankfully, I got it right, but I got to get used to saying hex instead of oct.
Oh, is that Jake Paul?
Yes.
Why?
He's probably a partial owner or something.
And here's the crumple, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it was that uppercut, dude. That shit took him out. That uppercut was the beginning of the end.
Oh, yeah.
They're making it official. Let's hear the official time now.
4:18 of the first round. Your winner by TKO due to strikes.
Satine Parnasse. So Ariel Hawani's going to handle the post-fight interview, which will be in French, I assume, and they're going to need a translator. Said it looked like you were close to finishing him on the ground. He escaped. What were you looking for?
He was looking for the finish, probably.
He's saying he's thanking all his teams that have. I understood half of what he said, but not everything. I've been out of practice with French.
That girl can speak French.
I used to speak fluent up until like sophomore year of high school, and then I haven't spoken to it. I just kind of forgot. He said boxing or MMA.
So this is a brand new promotion?
Yeah. And I think Jake Paul has a stake in it. That's why he's sitting right where he's sitting there. I'm not sure, though.
I mean, if this is the first event and if this is going to be a thing, I don't know. Right off the bat, I don't know how you could even top this.
Right?
I
Two
mean,
back-to-back sub 2-round knockouts.
you want to pull up your shorts there, bro? Because I mean, we're getting a little any lower, and we're gonna have to make this MA here.
Yeah, right. He's showing off that V that men get when they work it out. This dude literally just said he'll fight anyone at any time. That's what you love.
That's a common cliche. I mean, come on. You know, in the heat of the moment, you know, a fighter will claim, "Oh, I'll fight anybody, anytime, any place," and then they'll throw out, "Oh, if the money's right," you know.
Yeah, Jake Paul's in the hexagon now. Yeah, he is the founder. I knew he was the president or something. Yeah, because he's trying to say Dana doesn't pay the MMA fighters the right way.
That was Ronda was saying that from the beginning. Ronda was saying that in her day, UFC fighters couldn't even afford a decent living for their families.
Yep. We've got a total of 2 rounds within 2 fights. That's crazy.
Amazing. Hey, Nate Diaz. There's a name I remember.
Yeah, versus Mike Perry.
I am very surprised that Gina had to lose 100 pounds for this fight.
100? I don't think so.
That's what's being reported.
Jeez.
I mean, I never followed her MMA. I didn't even know about her until Deadpool came out. So, and let's face it, that when I saw her in Deadpool, I'm like, damn, she's a badass, you know. And now to see that she had to like cut a whole bunch of weight to get down there, I mean that's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fighters, you know, they sacrifice a lot.
Hell yeah, they do.
I never thought. When growing up, I didn't even know that. You know, I didn't know what weight classes were. I didn't know that you had to, that you know, if you weight was a factor in it. In fact, there was some MTV documentary thing about, you know, I want to be
a UFC fighter. Yeah, I remember what you're talking
something
about.
like that. And there was this high school kid, and he tried so hard to cut weight to be sanctioned for the fight, and he did. But and he ended up winning his fight too. And so, like the next day after the fight took place, his family took him out for like a morning breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
He was so obsessed with keeping his weight. You know, his next fight was going to be at least 3 months away, and his mother was begging him. It's like, eat something, you know, get some pancakes, get steak and eggs, enjoy yourself, splurge a little bit. And he ended up getting like an egg white omelet and dry toast.
Wow.
Because it was healthier and it wouldn't make him gain weight. And this kid loved pancakes. He would eat pancakes whenever he wanted. And he's like, well, pancakes make you get fat or something. I can't have pancakes before the fight, and I can't have pancakes the next. I'm like, bro, you won your fight. Splurge a little bit.
It's the card, man. Weight cuts are brutal, man. It's been well documented what it did to Nurmagomedov, what it did to Cyborg. Cyborg really almost collapsed during her weight cut. Like it's brutal, especially when you try to fight way below what you walk around with. And Chimaev just lost the UFC title. They said he had to lose over 100 or like 86 pounds before this fight because he was expecting to fight at the next weight class. So then he had to go to defend the middleweight title. So that might have been why he lost to Sean Strickland. But weight cuts are completely brutal.
And don't get me wrong, if a person wants to lose weight for health reasons or just to feel better about themselves, I've said this many times, please do it the right way. Don't overexert yourself. That's why I hated The Biggest Loser so much. It was so frightening to see whoever they booked on that show or whoever they cast on that show, and you've got the trainer screaming to the level of a drill sergeant in the military,
Hmm.
and and they're working out and they're doing their curls and they're doing their cardio, and there's no nice way to say it. These were unhealthy people. They of all sizes. I was I was very afraid for these people because I thought sadly somebody was going to lose their life because I mean I'm seeing them sweat, I'm seeing them breathe heavy, and then they get all lightheaded, and then the next shot of them is them being loaded onto a gurney and into an ambulance with tubes in their nose, and it's like, and NBC is like, well, they signed a waiver, they knew what they were getting into when they signed up for this. I'm like, you're gonna kill somebody. That I in the early days of the Disney Channel, they had a fitness show called Mousercise, and one of the rules was if you feel dizzy or something feels wrong, stop.
Hmm.
Just like that, just stop. Don't do any more, and then go tell your parents, go see a doctor. In the meantime, I'm seeing, fast forward 20 years later, they're doing the row machine and they're making them run uphill. And I'm like, there is no way that's safe.
No, it's not. You're depleting. You're basically in the weight cuts. You're depleting yourself of all your water completely, and then they balloon right back up like right after they weigh in.
Yeah. All right. Ngannou versus Linz is the next fight, I believe.
Hmm.
Francis Ngannou versus Philip Linz. Brazil
I,
versus.
don't- I,
I mean, he's got
I
boxing
presume
gloves
this is
on.
going to be another first round knockout because Ngannou does not play that. I like the flow that they're moving though.
Yeah. And then of course I would go to a friend's house in he lived on the border between Hawaiian Gardens and Lakewood and Long Beach. And UFC pay-per-views were supposed to last maybe it was the equivalent of a WWE pay-per-view, 3 hours max. And these fights would happen so quickly that they would show the preliminary fights just to fill time after the main event.
Hmm.
Because if the main event took place and hey, you get a first round finish, sometimes the sponsors was like, hey, we paid for 3 hours, we want 3 hours, and you're like, well, what more can I show? And then it's not like you want to see the fighter getting into the shower or anything.
And they're trying to procrastinate it now with the way they're trying to keep talking.
Let's see what I can quickly learn about Francis.
Oh,
Francis,
Francis, the former UFC undisputed heavyweight champion, he was left the UFC in the height of the height of his career with the title. He wanted John Jones. They wouldn't give him the fight. He betted on himself. He switched to boxing, lost to Tyson Fury in a close bout. He took Tyson Fury to the limit. Won his next bout, returned to MMA overseas, and now he's back in regular MMA in America. So Francis has been through the ringer. He's got hands. Hands. Dude's got 2 bricks for hands, actually. I don't know much about Lynn, though. That's what we need to learn about Felipe.
let me see what I can find. Oh, I mean, you pretty much said it there.
Mm-mm-mm. Gina, I can't believe Gina returned after 17 years away from the octagon or from the
Let's
MMA
see.
world.
Made his professional debut in August 2005. He remained undefeated. He signed with Bellator. He was in the he was scheduled to make his UFC debut in 2020, but the fight was postponed, and then he lost against Weidman. Fought Tanner Bosner. Weidman, excuse me. Lost the fight via knockout in round 1. So he's had some UFC fights.
Mm-hmm. I just can't wait for Mike Berry and Nick Diaz, dude. Woo wee. Jared versus
Oh, the Rams are in
for the
town.
Rams. The stars are out in LA, as they always are.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait to Ngannou.
Ngannou is 39. Linz is 40. Ngannou has a 2-inch height advantage at 6'4". Weight is 257 to 220. And Nagano's got a 5-inch reach advantage. This is Cameroon versus Brazil. We got boxing versus jiu-jitsu. So, again, maybe look for another stand-up start. You know, Ngannou's probably going to go for the knockout. Linz is probably going to go for the submission.
Ngannou has got he worked on his wrestling the last fight in the UFC in his last couple of UFC MMA fights, but did he get too used to boxing and hasn't worked on his wrestling again? Because if Felipe takes him down and grabs a hold of his arm or grabs a limb out there, he can tap him out.
Oh yeah, you just, like I said, grab a limb, tap or snap.
He left the UFC on a 4-fight win streak, Felipe.
Yeah. Dana White sure knew when to get rid of fighters.
Well, he didn't get rid of Ngannou because he let his contract expire and left, bet on himself. I don't know Lynn's or Felipe's deal. Oh, we got a promo. This is the first fight they got a promo tonight.
Yeah, again, a good old fight hype package. Oh, he did the Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm. Felipe
You can't do
Lins.
that in the NFL. And here
Mm-hmm.
comes Philippe Lins,
Nah, you get fined.
representing
You do that
American
shit.
top team.
Triple main event now.
Coming down the tunnel, taking a nice slow walk, pausing for the camera, throwing a few punches. He is ready. He is hyped. His arms stretched out, greeting the fans. The shirt comes off. I've seen that guy before.
Who?
The one with the braided beard.
Oh yeah, he's a ref. Yeah, that beard was even longer. He cut it a little.
I think there was like a viral moment where
Mm-hmm.
he challenged one of the fighters to back off.
Yep. They got all in his face, and he's like, "You act like he's scared of you." They do. Most of these refs train in MMA themselves.
Oh, yeah. Vaseline being applied. Check the hair, check the ears, put your hands out.
I call that area the fighter pit. 'Cause I don't know what it's technically called.
All right. Enters the cage. And now we get the stats on Francis Ngannou. Made his 2023 boxing debut against Tyson Fury, and he's on a 7-fight MMA win streak, looking for number 8. If I had known that, I'd have put some money on him. If I had the money.
I ain't got money to bet, and then the one time I bet on him, he would lose, and I would have been scared. But let's see. Ngannou, Cameroon's own. There was a time when the UFC had all African champs. It was Ngannou, it was Adesanya, and it was why am I blanking on the third one? Shit, the podcast guy. It'll pop in my head.
No, he
Kamaru
jumped in.
Usman.
He's like, forget this. I'm walking.
Usman. He made a lot more money with that damn bling he's afforded on his neck. That thing is glistening.
Yep.
He made more money in that one boxing fight against Tyron Woodley than he's done his whole MMA career, he said. That's crazy.
The hood comes down. The robe comes off. The chain's going to have to come off pretty soon. There it goes. He's pretty tall. He's towering over. He's like, you want to hug your team? Mouthpiece goes in. Quick shot of water.
I'll be back. I got to trip a circuit breaker.
All right, no worries, boss. You go ahead. I got this. All right, we're doing final checks, making sure he's not concealing anything, and checks the gloves. Oh, checks the mouth, checks the protection. Big smile there, too, as he enters the hexagon. Gets into his corner, dancing around, ready to go. And now as we start official ring introductions. Five-minute rounds in a heavyweight bout. Your judges are Chris Cale, Ron McCarthy, and Jonathan Romero. And the referee in charge when the bell rings is Herb Dean. UFC legendary referee Herb Dean. Fighting out of the red corner. Standing 6 foot tall. Weighing in at 220.6 pounds with a record of 18-5. 9 knockouts, 4 submissions. Fighting out of Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil. This is Philipe Lins. Oh, his name is Monstro. He's a whale of a fighter. Fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 6'4".
300 pounds.
Nope, 265.
265 pounds.
All right. 257. With a record of 18-3, 12 wins by knockout, 5 by submission. So he's only had 1 decision. He's fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. By way of Cameroon, this is Francis Ngannou. Flexing those muscles and ready to go. Fans are pumped up. Herb Dean giving final instructions.
You can't run 2 high power things at the same time. You trip your circuit breaker.
Are you ready? 5-minute rounds. Are you ready? Let's fight. Here we go.
At this point, I think if Philipe wins, there's a big ass upset. Oh, look, it's a 5-round bout, and this isn't for a title.
Nope. Both fighters trying to feel each other out, really, and a nice.
Oh shit! Ngannou with a heavy kick that spun Philipe around, literally.
Feeling each other out again, kind of backing Lins up a little bit. He's trying to, and Lins tries to answer with a kick of his own, gets a couple punches. He's grabbed that leg. Can he get him down?
That brick wall. He just took that kick.
Ngannou now with his back up to the cage. Got Linz in a headlock.
He's got him in the guillotine if he leans back the right way. It's hard to
Standing
do a
guillotine,
standing one,
really?
though, to be honest.
Pops
Yeah, that's why he
loose, so he
released it.
got out of that.
The strand that puts on your own arm is ridiculous. It's very, very difficult. It looks easy, but a standing guillotine is very difficult. And you don't get it as deep.
And the
Nice
break.
knee on the break.
Feeling each other out again. Another kick. Didn't do much damage on that one.
Did you see the look on Ngannou's face when he throws, dude? He's looking to kill this guy. There's the defense, the takedown defense. Oh, he uppercutted him out of him and laid Philipe
He's
down.
got him on top. He's looking for that finish.
Now he needs to posture up for the ground and pound. Nice elbow. Dude, look at the weight difference.
He's
though.
got control. Linz has got his legs wrapped around, trying to get some kind of offense going, but he can't get out of it.
And remember, this hexagon is a lot smaller than the octagon. I don't think they're used to working in this. Like, they don't know how close that cage is. As soon as they back up, they're right at the cage already.
Yep.
Ngannou's posturing up. This is Felipe's worst nightmare.
He can get to his feet. He might have a chance, but he is peppering him there.
With these uppercuts.
Oh, we got some blood. We got a bloody mouth.
You better run, bro.
Linz has gotta get something going here. Nice high kick, but it missed.
Yeah. They try to kill him with that, dude.
More and more shots landing.
I gotta give him props for staying in there and not backing up.
210.
Lynn caught Ngannou coming in, but Ngannou walked through it. Ngannou's really he did work on his takedown defense, because that's twice Lynn tried to take him down and he sprawled and got out of it.
I'll give Linz credit if he survives this round. He's got a minute 50 left. It's going to be the longest minute 50 of his life.
And it'll be the first fight tonight they got out of the first round, and it'll be the one that you expected the least of.
Getting some shots to the ribs there. Ribs or kidney. He's just taking them. They're just trading kidney shots back and forth.
We got 90 seconds for our first fight to possibly get out of the first round. Oh my God, look at these punches to the stomach.
He is just wailing away on him.
I would have crapped on myself by now. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I would have screamed at that point. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute to go in the first round. Linz looks like he's about to pass out, honestly.
I don't know if you noticed, but Lynn kind of locked his leg.
He's looking around. He's trying to look for the clock.
That was really smart of him.
He was trying to look for the clock there.
Yeah.
45 seconds. Linz has him turned around, and they break. Linz is going to start swinging. He's going to start giving up. Oh,
it's over! They got him with a right hook. It's over. 30 seconds left. No one has gotten out of the first round in this event.
It was the right move to make. I think he just I don't want to say he punched himself out, but I mean,
I wouldn't have separated. He shouldn't have separated. When he keep it as close, he was doing fine. As soon as he separated, he gave Ngannou opening that he needed. Welcome back to MMA Francis Big Time.
Indeed.
That right hook, so sprawling, crawled so well.
Let's take a look at this.
Take a look at the highlights.
Right there, right in the back of the head.
Overhand left.
Right back in here is where he got him.
And look at the respect. He could have followed up because Herb Dean didn't stop it immediately, but he saw his opponent was out and he stopped himself. See, he was going
he
to go
stopped.
for it.
He's like, he's done.
Yeah,
There was no
Herb Dean gave
point
him a
necessary
second to
in
try
that
to
one.
recuperate, but nope.
All right, a quick break, a quick ad break, and they'll make it official.
Yep. And while they go on a quick ad break, let's do our own quick ad break. As this is everything you can catch coming up on the Simply Reliable Studios.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Oops, wrong person.
I'll be right back.
No problem. I was going to show a message by the new, if you follow social media, you follow NWA. There is a new NWA Women's World Champion, and it's La Princesa Tiffany Nieves.
Hey, you there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Don't you know it's a sin to watch without subscribing? That's right. Make sure you're subscribed right now to Rage of Wrestling. Would you really want to miss their shenanigans Saturday? That's right. Subscribe. And if you're on Twitch, which I know you are, because all the cool cats are, make sure you're also subscribing to SRS 1983. I mean, come on. What are you doing just watching? Make that commitment. Be a part of the 1%, the best at everything. Even I've done it. That's right. Subscribe now. Why? Because La Princesa said so. Don't make me repeat. Subscribe. Rage of Wrestling. Rage of Wrestling. Say it with me. YouTube now. Rage of Wrestling, subscribe on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, you better subscribe to SRS 1983. Get it? Got it? Bueno.
Whew-wee. Oh, Johnny's because he's gonna call out John Jones. Oh, stop poking the bear, man. Come on. Everybody wants to fight John Jones.
What did he say about John Jones? I had it on mute. I took a call.
It's he said he doesn't even know how to get out of the cage.
Uh, he's saying something about business. He's just a blah 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 guy.
He's
Hey,
saying that
hon.
Jake Paul is not running the business.
Uh,
With Jake Paul standing right there in front of him.
no, he called him a blah 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 guy.
Why would you do that, man?
He said he grew up. He gave him credit. He's a promoter.
Did I hear some boos?
Nobody likes Jake, dude. He says he's going to continue to work together and help fighters in MMA to get paid more. Are you the best heavyweight in the world? He said that's not a question to be asked. I am. John Jones is there, but
Why
he's still
would you do
contractually
that?
obligated. Wait, Ariel said he's contractually obligated. How? If he retired from the UFC? He's retired. There's no contract.
Why would you do that, man?
If I was John Jones, I would ask.
This is not WWE, okay? You don't do that stuff. I'm sorry.
If I was Jones, I would ask. Kind of go to Paul and see if how much he will offer me to fight him, though. Dude, Ngannou's got too much power for anybody to F with. But what I was saying before I had a call, I had to mute. The reason I showed I know it's older than but the promo with Tiffany is because she is the new NWA World Champion, the Women's World Champion. Tiffany won the title. Well, obviously it's pre-tape, but it aired tonight, and she is the new champion. She beat, sorry James, but she beat Why can't I even say her name right now? But she beat her and she won the championship. So shout out to Tiffany. She beat Natalia Marikova. I couldn't freaking pronounce her name for a second. But let's see what John Jones said. It's not gonna happen, I think he just said. If I can get out of my contract, it would be great.
Oh, so the first fight was a Junior Dos Santos fight. I remember that name.
Yeah, he got KO'd, dude.
Yeah.
John Jones said he looked good, but he wouldn't admit that he was the best heavyweight. There's Usman. Ooh, Tyrone Woodley giving Jones an idea. You can have UFC go and have you fight Ngannou and have Netflix fit the bill and do a combination. He said it's been done. You've seen that he borrowed Conor McGregor, went over to boxing. You and Ronda were the faces of UFC. How does it feel watching her walk back into the cage? I'm a fan of hers. Her and I were close friends years ago. It's historic to have her back. She said the moment she puts her hands on Gina, it's going to be over. Wow.
That's what Ronda did. Once she got a hold of you, you're toast. It's that simple. And that's why I'm worried. See, I don't know what I don't know what Gina Carano's style is. I don't know if she's a striker. I don't know if she's a grappler.
She's everything, dude. It
Well,
depends.
I mean,
She's
right now, I'm worried for Gina.
Gina hasn't been in this setting in 17 years. It's been more like 10 for Rousey. They're both going to be anxious. They're both going to be cold. It's going to be interesting to see. But if Rousey has not spent her time, and I love Rousey if she somehow miraculously ever sees this, I love her. But if she did not work with a striking coach on her striking, it may be bad news for her. Because Gina can cash.
I can agree with that. I've known her as a submission fighter. I don't know if she can strike. I mean, I've seen her train, but I don't remember. All I remember is she grabs, she locks in, she pulls, you tap.
She
Bottom
judo
line.
throws right into an armbar.
Yeah. You know. Let me bring up her. Let's see. That's pay-per-view. Submission. Yep, submission. Yep. Okay. When she beat Sarah McMahon at UFC 170, that was a knee to the body. When she beat Alexis Davis, that was knockout due to punches. Submission. When she beat Beth Correa, that was by punches. Then she lost to Holly Holmes. Then she lost to Amanda Nunes.
Mm-hmm.
So she can win by strikes, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 12 was submission.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
she
what
is
she was
known
known
for. She
for,
is
dude.
known as a submission artist.
Her own people criticize her. The criticism of her was the striking. She had bad strike, and then the coach said, "Oh, we're fine. We don't have to work on anything." And that's what was controversial because then she went out against Amanda, and the striking failed her again. So you had to change coaches. You had to strike. I know she's got a whole different camp, so we'll see. Because she if she worked on the striking, she'll be okay. But we'll see. But
From
man,
what
this might
I'm
be an entire pay-per-view of first round fights. This is crazy.
from what I'm reading on Gina, she started in Muay Thai,
Yep.
so she's a Muay Thai fighter. And other than that, let's see her record here. The only time she has won by submission was in Elite XC with a rear naked choke. Other than
Yeah. No.
that, she's won by decision 3 times, and she's won by knockout twice. And then the doctor stopped her in when she fought Caitlin Young. So it seems like it's always going to be striker versus submission.
Hmm. I think this next fight is Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. I think this is gonna make it out of the first round. They're slow starters. They relatively feel people out, and then they fight more with their brain. They look for wounds and they punish you throughout the entire fight. They're not really known. Well, Perry can knock people out, but they're not known as strict knockout artists. So I think this might be the first fight that makes it out of the first round.
See, I like a good stand-up fight. I want to see two people just going back and forth. It's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Oh, Nate's known for that. You know how much scar tissue this man got? He bleeds every fight because he easily gets cut.
Oh yeah. See, I can now respect submission artists.
Oh yeah.
Before I was very impatient because all I would see was just like a hold, and they would just sit there and just grapple. It took me at least 10 good fight cards to like, okay, now I get it. Now I understand what they're doing. Now they're trying to get position. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there like, okay, come on, do something. Whereas if they're swinging and they're throwing punches, eventually somebody's going to get knocked out.
Hmm. Well, see, I've been a fan of. I love transitional wrestling. I love grappling. So that is why I can appreciate it, and that's why I love MMA because there's so many different ways to win. But yeah, it took a lot for people to catch up and appreciate it. When people lay down and fight a lot, that's when people started booing, but they never just understand the jujitsu until jujitsu became super popular. Look at Rousey on the farm.
Yeah, she's doing good old-fashioned farm work.
Hmm. It's showing the 2008 Olympic Games where she took home the bronze for the U.S.
Yep.
in judo. Judo's all throws and takedowns, which is what
That's
she's
all it
really
is.
known for. When she gets a grip and you see her turn her hip, you're going down.
You're going down. There's no denying it. So see, she's right there in that. She can strike, but that's
Hmm.
not her dominant style.
But that's
Her
what she had
dominant
to work
style
on.
is grab you and then hope that your arm doesn't get removed.
Yo, I've been watching Ronda. I always was a fan of her. She's in the best shape of her entire life, dude. And I've watched her training videos that she's done recently. She's doing some crazy shit. She is in the best shape of her life, dude. I think she's prepped for this. She wants to shut the world off. Every time you doubt her, she goes and proves you wrong. Look how she talks grown ass men. There's Ricky Lundo, her head coach. I'm just glad Ronda is back in MMA, man. It's so good to see her.
Well, but she
It may be
said
the last time, but shit.
Yeah, this is it. She's done after this. She's gonna be done. She wants to be a mom. That's I don't know how. I don't know if that was maybe. I mean, she could have said it a little bit more tastefully, maybe. In that last press conference, she's like, someone said, are you gonna keep going? Like if you get Gina and you submit her, are you going to keep going? She's like, no, I'm going to be making babies immediately after the fight. I'm like, okay, come on, Ronda, you know. So, now we have a countdown clock. Okay, so now we have to kill 10 minutes until the next fight.
They're talking about the money situation again.
Anything to get the politics and the business side out of it, I mean, it used to be a sacred topic. You don't talk business while you're not supposed to worry about that. The fans are supposed to be focused on the ring and be entertained. Bottom line. They're not supposed to know what goes on when it comes to contract negotiations, how much money a fighter makes, what kind of endorsement deals. They don't need to know that stuff. And it hasn't come to light until at least the TKO merger with WWE. And believe me, equal pay is always a topic, regardless of it's in sports or business or anything. Equal pay is always coming up, but nobody really talks about it. And I've gone on record. I've said it. Women can do things just as good as men can, job-wise. Absolutely. I said there are women that are protecting our country that they can use a sniper rifle, and if they can kill me from 500 yards better than a guy can, hey. The guys are like, oh well, like, I can shoot the fleas off a dog at 500 paces. So can a lady. So can a lady.
Yeah.
And if they protect our country doing it, more power to them. Women firefighters, they can protect and save people just as good as guys can. Women doctors, women paramedics, women everything.
So
should they be paid equally? Absolutely, they should. Bottom line.
Oh yeah, definitely. To change the subject, breaking news. Gonna talk to JJ, but we have to cover this.
What is
Somebody cue Return of the Mac. Dana White has officially announced July 11th, Max Holloway versus the returning Conor McGregor, the most popular MMA superstar there is, are going to fight on the UFC July 11th. So Max Holloway, the former featherweight champion, undisputed, is going to go against, and he's a BMF. He's going to go against Conor McGregor. Breaking news. We have got to cover that shit. We got to make it happen.
Yikes.
The return of the Mac.
And since we've got a few minutes again, I I don't know if you saw the last watch along. As we've got less than 6 minutes to go in this next upcoming fight, but I was doing the call for the Wild and the Avalanche, and this infamous bag of chips right here was my downfall.
Why?
And I don't know if I was eating too fast, or I don't know if I got excited when the Avalanche scored the second goal. But unfortunately, I might have got something caught up in there, and I was trying to fight through it, and I know tears were coming out of my eyes and all that, and I know I didn't have a bottle of water here handy, so that happened. And when I finally caught my breath, and then of course the Avalanche tied it up, I could get my voice back. A friend of mine who they actually surprised us. They surprised me. He comes into the door and there he is. So, I'm like, oh, hey, bro, how you doing? And, I kind of cut the feed, but I didn't totally stop the feed. And then the game went to overtime, of course, and sadly the Wild lost. But the entire intermission between the end of regulation and the start of overtime, we were just, down in the living room chilling and all that and whatnot. And as we take a look at Gina Carano there getting all ready, she has trimmed down big time. I mean, that, wow. So it looks like we're getting a video package there. So, I mean, that happened and whatnot, and that's what led to going out to dinner tonight and going to the golf course for me for the first time. We were down there, and then as soon as the overtime period started, I came right back up here. Overtime happens, the Wild lose, and then the next night it would have been the Ducks and the Golden Knights, but and I kind of had an interesting day ride sharing, and I really didn't get done until maybe 8:30 last night, all because of a delivery where I literally had to walk up a mountainside because the city of Gatlinburg was paving a road and they would not let me drive up. So I had to literally walk up a mountain a quarter of a mile, and literally 20 steps up the mountain, I'm breathing heavy like I had been running. And so then, I did my normal, I had to do like 16 rides. And I encountered a bear too.
Jeez, dude.
I know, right? The 15th trip of the night, there was a family in Gatlinburg, which is the next city over, and they ordered a lot of food. I mean, 2 pizzas, pasta shells, salad, mozzarella sticks, garlic bread, you name it. It was a good size order. It was a $20 fare, so I went and picked it up, and above them, we're gonna the Vegas odds. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Vegas odds, whatever. So there were these cabins of the aquarium in Gatlinburg, and so I go up the windy road. I go to the cabin, and of course, when you deliver ride share food, you just leave the food there, take a picture of it, and walk away. Well, because they ordered so much, I had to go back and forth from my car a couple trips, 2 trips later. When I went up the first time, I looked down in the foliage area. Well, there's Mr. Bear sniffing around and all that. So I go up to the door and I kind of wave at the people a little bit, and they saw me and they waved back. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to get your attention here. I've got your food. And then they give me the thumbs up and all that. So I don't want to become an appetizer at this point. So I race down to my car, get the pizza boxes, and I kind of broke protocol a little bit. I knocked
Mm-hmm.
on their door.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see them coming through the living room, and I could see they weren't too happy about that. They're like, "Can we help you?" I'm like, "Yeah. Here's your dinner, and by the way, you have a bear on your property." And of course, they were tourists, and they're like, and they wanted to grab their cell phones, and they're like, "Ooh, we want to see the bear." I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't understand. This is a wild bear. He
Mm-hmm.
will eat your food, and he might eat you. So if you don't mind, I'm going to get out of here. And they started, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get out of the area and leave them alone. Now, if I had just left the food and taken the picture, well, Mr. Bear would have had a nice Italian feast, and they wouldn't have liked that.
Mm-mm.
So they made some noises. The bear ran off and whatever, and they tipped me $60. So I got an extra $60 out of them.
Nice.
I know, right? And then I picked up my 50th ride and got that done and got that squared away, and then came home and went to bed. And so that's why I didn't call the Ducks and the Golden Knights, because I was working, and I was almost kind of glad because the Golden Knights completely squashed the Ducks by a final score of 5-1. And believe me, if I was calling that game, I probably at that point by the third or fourth goal, I probably would have hit end stream and I would have cut it right then and there. Because I mean,
Well, speaking of sports, you ready for some more breaking news? The Steelers have agreed to a 1-year contract. You know who with who? Aaron Rodgers is going to be or come back to the Steelers for 1 year. They reached an agreement today. So we're just breaking all sports news now. The
I
McGregor,
don't see why. I mean,
dude, don't ask
I
me.
thought he was done.
When is he going to retire? That's the question.
I don't know. I truly thought he was going to be done at the end of the season. I really did. I
At least the
mean, I don't
contract's
know.
only 1 year.
I don't know if he can do it. I'm worried. Now I'm really concerned.
Again, he's trying to make up that year he missed. What was it, an ACL or a broken leg or something? A
It was
leg, I think
I
it
think
was.
it was the ACL.
Yeah. Well,
All right, Nate Diaz is 41 years old. Mike Perry is 34. Nate Diaz is 6 foot tall. Mike Perry is 5'10". Weight is very, very close. Nate Diaz is at 168.6. Mike Perry is at 169.6. And Nate Diaz has a 3-inch reach advantage, 76 to 73. Nate Diaz is a jiu-jitsu fighter. Mike Perry is
he's
a
also a
boxer.
boxer. Don't let them fool you. Nate comes from boxing.
And we'll get their records when the official fight introductions come in. I don't want to ruin those just yet. Wow, a bare knuckle fighter. Oh my gosh. Bare knuckle fighting was a thing at one point.
Yeah, Mike Perry loved that bare knuckle shit, but that fucks your face up. You see the scarring on his face?
Oh
Nate
yeah, I
Diaz
can
went
see
to
that.
boxing. I think he fought Jake Paul, but lost.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty sure we covered that. Yeah. Mike Perry coming out first. Yeah, welterweight is 170, so it's the same weight divisions as the UFC. Co-main event. Perry and Diaz coming back to MMA because they switched to boxing. Well, Perry switched to bare knuckle boxing, and Nick Diaz, I almost said Nate because that's his brother, but he went to regular boxing. Platinum Mike Perry. a fan favorite because he doesn't give a shit. He will fight. He risks getting knocked out. And the reason he lost is because he gives it his all and just goes out there. He doesn't fucking hide. He doesn't run. He just goes, and people love that shit in MMA. It's been 5 years since his last MMA fight, Mike Perry.
Wow. One quick scream, and the Vaseline comes on.
That's what he does. He always does that weird screaming shit.
Yeah.
Pat shows that he has his cup. Big John McCarthy. Most famous referee. I think it's him and Herb Dean that got to be the two most famous referees in MMA.
Nice little blessing before he goes in, and he's in.
$11 out of 14 of his wins have come by TKOs and knockouts. And here we go, my boy. I always was a big fan of Nate Diaz.
Yeah, I do remember Nate Diaz. That's the name I do remember.
Nate. He's the founder of the BMF, bad motherfucker title, 3rd degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, 35th pro MMA fight. Dude's got scarring for days. One hit is going to make this dude bleed. And he loves weed. Gotta love Nate. And he's from Stockton. It's only about an hour.
Wasn't Noah going to join us for this?
Who?
Noah.
No. He said we got this. He's got to prepare He's got to prepare to be the host of Saturday Night Shenanigans until JJ gets home.
I wish I could join you guys for that, but unfortunately, I've had such a good day that I'm beat.
Yep.
I didn't even work today. I wanted to work today, but you know, I did a lot of. I actually had to do some unscheduled maintenance on the car because I picked up a screw. That was fun.
Well, you almost became Yogi's picnic basket too.
Yeah. Does he have cauliflower ear? Probably. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, of course. He wrestles. Look how puffy his eyes are already, dude. I'm telling you. Dude's face is gonna swell like a mofo, but he'll walk through fire. He doesn't give a shit.
I know that cauliflower ear is like a rite of passage, but it's also very scary.
Dude, you know there's men that are doing this now, having the surgery to do that, just get that, just to look dangerous.
Wow.
People crazy. I almost forgot the graphic there. Big John McCarthy. Taps Nate in the chest. Fist bumps the coach. Cesar Gracie zone. Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. 3rd degree black belt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, there's some interesting fact. His birthday is the same day as Gina's.
There you go.
He was born the day after the Marvelous Hagler fight. The Hearns and Hagler.
Flexing for the crowd, bowing to the hexagon, and entering. And he's representing Kalshi?
I don't know what sponsor that is.
Yeah, that's that unofficial gambling.
I don't know. I know he just probably got 6 figures to do that.
Probably.
Woo! I'm hyped. Love me some Nick.
You hyped?
Why did I say Nick again? Nate. God damn it. Stop saying his brother.
Yeah.
I just like Nate's his tenacity. He doesn't give a shit if he's losing. He will still fight until that last bell.
Raphael Davis and Chris Lieben. Oh, I didn't see the third name for the judges. Chris Lieben, that was a fighter. That's a name I remember. Mike Perry fighting out of Orlando, Florida with a record of 14-8. 11 of those 14 by knockouts. He has never submitted anybody. Because he's a fighter. He's a boxer. He doesn't need to submit. The way he's dancing around the ring, right? Or dancing around the ring, yeah. Dancing in his corner, he's going to look for that opening shot. And if he takes it, if he can find that spot, he will attack. And he'll put a hole in. He'll put a hole through the other guy.
I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't hear you. What did you ask?
I said if he finds a spot, if he finds Nate Diaz a spot, he'll put a hole in him. 21
Dude,
and
look at his eye
13,
already.
4
All he's
knockouts,
got to do is
13
touch that eye.
submissions,
It's going to be
playing out of
swollen like a
Stockton,
mofo. You can't see out of his
California.
eye.
Nate the Great Diaz. He must be really thirsty. He's taking 3 drinks of water out of that.
Yep. Nate's the man, dude. You gotta love it. How could you not love Nate? You might not like the way he talks and stuff, but dude fights. Look at the height there. Touch gloves. Mike Perry said in the presser, it's gonna be a crash between 2 cars and this and that, and Nate's only response was, "Better drive safely." That shit was hilarious.
We have a death stare. We've got a pissed off stare there coming from Perry.
At least they touched. He always like that. At least they touch gloves. There's the ref with the beard you were talking about.
You ready? You ready? Let's go. Bell rings. And we're going to we'll start with kicks.
Perry's going to chase him all night. He don't care. He's going to overhand right. He's going to knock down Nate Diaz a few times, and Nate Diaz is going to have to rely on his jiu-jitsu. But he's definitely going to knock him down a few times. Diaz working behind that educated jab. See that right jab? He's a boxer too.
Oh, yeah. We've almost got a bit of a clinch here. We've almost got a bit of a lockup.
Ooh, and Perry turned it right into an elbow. Anthony Joshua is fighting Tyson Fury in the fall boxing. Netflix. Nice judo throw by Nate Diaz.
There you go.
That's what we might see Ronda Rousey doing later.
Perry got out of it real quick.
Yeah, but Nate is a freaking wizard off his back. Perry's got to be careful. Do not fall into Nate's guard. The most famous Nate guard was the thumbs up. He had the triangle and stuck up his middle finger. And here it is, leg twist. Dangerous on the ground. You're facing Nate Diaz. Leg lock. Perry able to try to side punch him in the face. That's dangerous. I told you how dangerous Diaz is on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Nice scramble by Perry. See, Nate wants to stay on the ground. Look.
He's gonna let him get up. He
Yep.
let him get up.
Because
Okay,
Nate
very
was tired of
interesting
getting touched
move.
in boxing. Perry knows that's his advantage, so he wants to stand back up.
Put your hands up, Perry. Put your hands up.
Ooh,
Stop
nice.
taunting.
He tried to
Oh,
take out his knee with that kick.
put your
He
hands up,
uses
man. Come
he kind of
on.
used his kick almost like a jab, but to the knee. Good body shot by Perry to Diaz. Diaz took he felt that one because he backed up.
Diaz is looking tired here from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, man. He's been training boxing. Oh, another shot to the ribs. Perry backed Nate Diaz up. Another shot. When he saw he was exhausted and breathing hard, he went right for the body.
2.5 to go.
But you got to be careful because Nate loves playing possum. See, he lulls you into a false sense of security and then pops on you. Another body shot by Perry. Nate fires a jab and a hook, but Perry is just trying to go for the body.
I think the cage kept him up on that one.
Nate needs to try to take down and
2
wrestle and
minutes to
keep it on the
go.
ground. Nice push kick by Diaz, but Perry is just trying to take his head off. But remember, rope-a-dope, he might be luring him into a false sense of security, like I said, and make Perry punch himself out. Because look who's on the offense now. Diaz is popping that
Diaz is
jab.
landing some shots here.
And then, Perry with the kick with the toes right to the stomach.
We got a cut. We got a cut on Diaz's right eye.
Always. Diaz is leaning way too much to his right. If Perry can duck and throw an overhand right, he will catch Diaz. Oh, nice combo by Diaz. And Diaz, oh my God, but Nate is just walking Perry down with that lead jab. Nice combo. Perry's cut too now.
Nice catch there. Well, we might have a broken nose for Perry.
We got a war though, Mike.
We got some blood and we got a fight.
Perry has to just keep going to Diaz's body. That's what he needs to do. Don't headhunt.
40 seconds left.
Didn't I tell you Diaz loves playing possum?
Oh yeah.
Perry got overconfident. What happened?
30 seconds.
The Stockton slap is about to come out. You know it.
Oh, come on. Get your hands up, Diaz. Come on. Don't stop that.
No, he always does that. And then he slaps the shit out of you, the Stockton slap.
15.
Perry's on the offense with these elbows.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell rings.
Bell rings. The first fight of the night to get out of the first round.
There you go. Good round. Tough to call on that one.
Between the corners.
The cut men are coming in, putting direct pressure. I don't know. I wouldn't. I think Diaz got cut first.
Yeah, he always get cut. You look at Diaz too long, he starts bleeding because of all the built scar tissue. He's been in some wars, dude. This is his 35th MMA fight.
Jake Paul there with a pretty lady.
I didn't realize how short Jake Paul is.
Is that his wife?
Yes. Dancing to all the money they're making.
All right, we're getting ready for round 2. Again, tough call as to who to give that round to.
They probably gave it with Perry because of the last that fury at the end of the round.
I would agree. I would say I'd give that round to Perry because he made Diaz bleed first.
4:55. 52, 51, 50, 10 seconds past second round. Not much happening. But Nate came out the aggressor, believe it or not. He might have felt he lost. I'm telling you, Diaz makes you think that you got everything. Superman punch by Perry.
I saw a little one there, yeah.
Man, George St. Pierre was a master of that super punch.
Oh, yeah.
And it's turning into a brawl. This is what fans pay to see. I wonder how much a ticket to this was.
No idea.
I hope it was cheaper than the UFC.
Stand up so far from both fighters in the first minute of the second round.
There was Diaz doing the fatal mistake he always makes and leads with that leg, man. If Perry, lucky Perry's not a kicker. Perry should take that knee right out with his kicks. But he's just headhunts and throws fists. Oh, 2 right hooks by Nate Diaz. And then a pop jab. Now, scrambling a little. Good knee by Perry. Misses that elbow. Perry's face is swollen, no doubt, too, Mike.
Diaz
nice uppercut by Perry. Combination, but Nate answers right back with these jabs.
That looked like an elbow. I thought I saw.
Oh my God! 12-6 elbow, which is legal now. Perry's gonna punch himself out. Nate is doing this on purpose. He wants him to do this.
Might have a cut across the forehead of Diaz.
There's that push kick by Mike Perry. He's using it like a jab. Both men are a little tired. I'm telling you, Perry's going to punch himself out.
Diaz just starting to. Diaz looks like he's starting to wobble there a little bit.
He always
one
does
good
that
shot by Perry, and that should be it.
Never count him out.
2.5 to go. He's got him standing, almost like he's holding him up.
Oh, he's trying to choke him.
He was trying to go for the rear naked choke. Diaz trying to wipe the blood out of his eyes. Perry's right arm is just like covered in from Diaz's blood.
That's what happened in the second
He is bleeding really good.
Yeah, but then he always catches this crazy second, third, fourth gear in the end. You got to be careful with him. And, you know, he's been stopped twice because of doctor stoppage with the cuts, even though he doesn't want to fight. Oh, Perry knocked him down, threw him down, but Diaz likes being on the ground.
And there's the coming.
Perry's got to be careful because Nate will grab a limb, but Perry right on top of these elbows.
Can he survive the next 90 seconds and get out of this round? He's covering up. Perry's just peppering him. And is he going to let him up? He's going to let him up. He's going to let him up again. Diaz really. Oh, he's even got a cut on the back of his head. Yep. Oh my gosh, he is bleeding a lot.
Trust me when I tell you, Nate loves this shit.
What a bloody mess. Oh my gosh, his face is covered. The back of his head is covered. If the doctor doesn't stop this one.
But the problem is Diaz keeps fighting back. This nice side kick
Diaz is damn near out. Oh man, come on.
Perry with a nice body shot, trying to take Diaz out.
Concerned. I am really starting to get concerned right now. I would stop the fight.
30 seconds. Perry just can't. Diaz just doesn't. He refuses to go down. He does triathlons all day to train.
It'll be a huge miracle. 1, if he survives the round, and 2, if they let him come out for round 3.
10 seconds left.
He's going to survive the round, but I would seriously consider stopping it at this. One knee, and he gets saved by the bell.
Nice flying knee, but he does get saved by the bell, like you said.
I say cut it. I say stop.
That damn sure did hurt Nate.
Sit him down. Oh my gosh, what a mess. What
And by
a
the way,
mess.
the breaking news we had, Mike, there it is. Look at that.
There you go.
McGregor Holloway 2. July 11th, baby.
I don't even know if the cut men have enough time to stop the bleeding. He's got a gash on the top of his head. He's got a gash over his eye.
They need to bathe the back of his head with some water.
The ref is in there. Oh, it looks like, are they waving it off?
They won't let him. They won't let him come out.
They won't let him come out. He's done. Referee stoppage.
They
Doctor
stopped
stoppage.
due to a cut. It is stopped. Mike Perry wins it with TKO. It is stopped due to bleeding.
Yep. Too much damage.
You have to save the fighter from themselves. It looked like they wanted to come out.
Absolutely.
Nate Diaz is yelling.
A good attempt. A good attempt, but he just couldn't. He couldn't do it. Hey, look who commented.
Yeah.
If they don't stitch him up like right there in the arena, he's there. There was the knee, and that was the knee that busted him open there. They're gonna get him to the hospital as quickly as possible. He's done for the night anyway. I don't know if he's gonna keep going after this, but they made the right call. Absolutely, they made the right call, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much damage. That's all it was. But honestly, I think if they did stop the bleeding, and he came out for the third one, I don't know. The right call was made. Stop the fight.
Yeah. They go in the highlights that he was bleeding bad.
Oh yeah.
Corner did the right thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
It was those elbows that cut him up. Watch that knee at the end of the fight. It just watch this knee at the bell. He just didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Right, then it was the end of the second round.
Yeah.
I mean the bell saved him from any further damage, but there was that was it right there.
Yeah.
He crumpled.
And if you look, it was on the top of the head. That's what made that cut worse.
Yep.
Cornerman did do a good job though.
They did, but it just wasn't either. It wasn't fast enough, or there was just too much damage that they just couldn't.
The only fight tonight that made it out of the first round, and it's still a knockout.
Well, referee stoppage anyway.
Oh, it's a
It
TKO,
wasn't
so
a knockout.
technically it's
No, it
still a
wasn't a
knockout.
knockout. It was a referee stoppage. As they interview the winner.
All right, go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
turn my
say
camera
what
off
the
real
interview
quick.
repeat the interview. I landed good shots. I was hitting. He said we get tired every round. That's part of it. There's no quitting him. He got tricks up his sleeves. I can't discard his guard. Arm bar. He's super tough. We got the job done tonight. I had success. I heard the crowd cheering for him and booing me. So they're booing. We understand that. They said you couldn't win emphatically. It was a stoppage. What do you think about that? He said, I think they were fucking big power shots. The pace of rails, the hexagon. I didn't feel any counters that put me in trouble. It didn't get a complete stoppage in his book. If Connor wants to put up or shut up finally. Mike Perry said he would do MMA against Jay Paul. He said, I'll MMA this motherfucker. He said, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
He said,
man.
you're not going to like that shit. You saw what I land tonight.
Boss.
He said, this is your night. This is your moment, but we can run it. Jake Paul, Perry, MMA.
Oh my gosh, man. Come on. Call out the boss of the company to a fight. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, he's been calling it. They fought boxing already, and Jake Paul beat him. But he said, I'm more of an MMA person.
Oops.
He said 10 minutes of damage is a lot of fucking power. I trained really hard. I landed some shots. No one's tougher than this guy. I'm grateful to be successful tonight. I love you guys. He's shouting his family out. He said he's going to get right back in the gym. Are you going to stick with MMA? Ariel's asking him. He said, I'm a badass full-around fighter. Clinch, elbows, knees. My coaches, my teammates. They're going to give Nate Diaz a word. Valiant effort. This crowd loves you. The entire evening. What do you think of the stoppage? He did everything I expected him to do. Come hard. He said, I think I broke my finger.
After the beating he took, all he cares about is a broken finger? Come on.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to whip his fucking ass. And then I'm going to whoop your ass. He's talking to Ariel and said, I'm going to whoop your ass. And then he said he's going to whoop Jake Paul's ass. He said, come on, nobody beating me twice. He said, do you agree with the stop? He said, hell yeah, I was bleeding too much. I couldn't see. He said, next time he ain't going to be able to do nothing, though. He said anybody that wants to give him another chance, I'll be happy to oblige.
I don't know about all that.
He respects that he's a warrior. That's all it is. Your winner, Platinum Mike Perry. Main event is next. We've made it here, Mike.
Yes, we have. Indeed, we have. Well,
Did we make it out of the first round of the main event? Only one fight so far has made it out of the first round. I told you that this wasn't going to end in the first round, though. Al Duncan and Tyrone Woodley, or Tyron, I should say. Are you surprised at the results?
I don't know how
Perry would
Gina
go to the body and punches. He would do well. When a fighter says and weighs in that this is my favorite part, you better believe him. Main event coming up, baby. There we go, main event. I'm sure they're going to do a couple more hype packages. So let's run our trailer one last time before we come back for the main event of the evening. Ronda Rousey versus Gina, live from the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California.
Grab your last bit of snacks. It is well past. It was almost midnight here on the. It's 11:40 on the East Coast, 8:40 on the West Coast. So
for the last time tonight, here's the trailer.
And now for a taste of things to come. And of course, as you all know, we cover all the professional wrestling and more as this special main event, MMA on Netflix for the first time ever. Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Oh, I kind of timed it
Indeed.
perfectly
Oh
because now
wow.
I'm
Okay.
went back.
Well, let me announce this really quickly. Tonight was let's see now. That's going to game 7, so there was not a game 6 in that. The Western Conference final is set in the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder will take on the San Antonio Spurs. Game 1 in that series will take place May 18th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. The Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers, their game 7 will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. They will play the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Final, who, of course, swept the 76ers. In hockey, the Western Conference Final is going to start on May 20th. The Colorado Avalanche against the Vegas Golden Knights. They will start on, I believe that is a Thursday. Sunday 17, Monday 18. It will be a Wednesday, excuse me. Wednesday, May 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern, starting on ESPN. That's game 1 of the Western Conference Final. And the Sabres have forced a game 7 with the Montreal Canadiens by way of a final score in game 6 of 8-3 to tie the series and send it back to a game 7. And game 7 is going to take place Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. So more than likely, I think that's going to be the next watch along for Buffalo and Montreal. And the Eastern Conference Finals will start on May 21st. Time to be determined. The Hurricanes are awaiting the winners between the Sabres and the Canadiens. So more than likely, it's going to be the next watch along for me will be Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m.
You know, in the NBA, Knick fans forever since 1973 been saying this is our year, this is our year. They are closer than they have been in such a long time. Do you think the Knicks could actually pull this off this year? I mean, this may be the year, but in the Western Conference, this is the first time in like 10 years that two 67 plus win teams are meeting in the Western Conference Finals. And the West has been so dominant lately. Oklahoma still got a chance to defend their title. If Knicks come out of the East, man, you won't be able to shut Stephen A. Smith up.
It is his team. You know, he has that right as a journalist and as a Knicks fan.
I can't imagine that if they win the title.
But then, of course, the WWE fans are going to be like, oh, the only reason the Knicks won was because Danhausen lifted the curse.
Yep. But they could turn that into their favor. They can make a big deal out of that, make WWE look good if they do it the right way, and have ESPN say that. Then all teams will be begging for Danhausen to uncurse them. We're talking about what Ronda has changed in her training now. We got 9 minutes and 50 seconds to to waste before the main event.
Oh my gosh.
Certain fights ended a little early, so let's get into the sports talk that you were talking about. 4 teams left. Who do you think are make it out of each team, out of each side?
Oh my goodness! Wow, you're putting me on the spot here. All right, let me bring that back up again really quickly here. So, and yeah, let me bring that up really quickly here. So let's go basketball. Right now, between the Thunder and the Spurs, well, I mean, the Thunder did it last year. I've called the Thunder before with SGA, so I'd be okay with them going into the finals. And as far as the East, I mean, the Knicks are hot. I don't know. I don't think I've called any game. I did call the Celtics and the 76ers. I don't remember if I called the Knicks and the Hawks. I think I did call the Knicks. I mean, it would make sense, I think, for the Knicks now to go all the way. I think Oklahoma City versus New York would be a good matchup to call for the finals. And honestly, I know it's a cop-out answer, but between those two, I'd be okay with either regardless. Look who's here. Who does CM Punk think is going to win?
I would be remiss to not go with Ronda Rousey. Punk says she fights forward. She's gonna clinch. She's gonna armbar.
Yes, you have, Punk. So, yeah. Now, if I absolutely have to make a pick, though, if it's between OKC and New York, I mean, I think I've already called OKC winning, so I would want to see New York win this one, probably. As far as
Baumgartner, Dax Shepard. Okay, go ahead.
As far as the NHL, I mean, Avalanche Golden Knights. I mean, the Golden Knights have been one of the most dominant NHL teams in the West. I mean, I think I want to. I'm also fighting a little bit of fatigue right now. I think they won the cup the first time they went there. Hey, Tommy Lee, hi, boy, Tommy Lee just looks very, very thin.
It looks like he's still on coke the way he rubbed his nose.
I hope not. I think the Knights won it the first time they went to the Stanley Cup finals. I think they were very, very dominant. They got a good playoff run there. Do I want to see? I mean, I would have no problem calling and the Avalanche getting even further with the President's Cup curse, the President's Trophy curse. So that one's up in the air. In the East, right now, the Montreal Canadiens are the only Canadian team left. So I kind of would want to see them beat the Buffalo Sabres and keep a Canadian team in. Now, Carolina, of course, is our neighbor. We are next door neighbors with Carolina. So, if it comes down to Carolina versus Montreal, I think I would like to see Montreal go with a very slight advantage over that. I think I would like to see in the Stanley Cup Finals, I would like to see Vegas versus Montreal. And between those two, again, it's not a cop-out. It would be a great matchup. But I would like to see the Canadians get one more cup and add to their legacy. if Vegas wins the cup, then that's okay too. They won it before; they can win it again. But I think I would want to see a Canadian team win the cup slightly more than Vegas because Canada is hockey. Canada as I think has always been hockey. I've said it. I've said it that I believe that Canadians skate before they crawl. So to finally break the streak of a Canadian team not winning the cup, and maybe this will put a smile on Sami Zayn's face because I don't like sad, pouty Sami Zayn. I like happy Sami Zayn. So the Ultimate Oos should be able to get a win in this one.
Well, I know we wouldn't shut our boy Nick up if Canadians win.
Yeah, Nick is a Toronto guy though, but
It's still country pride. But in terms of NHL, I can't really make predictions. I don't follow hockey enough to do that. But in the NBA, I honestly don't think. I'll be happy if Oklahoma makes it back to the finals, but I really don't think they have an answer for Wembanyama. This man is 7'6", something like that. Huge center. He's popping threes. He's taking you to the inside. I don't think Oklahoma really has an answer for that. So I've taken the Spurs to go to the finals, and you know what? I think the Knicks are going to do it, man. I think they're going to make it to the final, and I hate to say this as a Celtic fan, but I might finally join that bandwagon that this is their year. If Knicks don't take advantage of this year, they're never winning the title because this is all the big powerhouses in the East have fallen. The Knicks need to take advantage of this. I'm going to say the Knicks win, but you never know. Knicks have a choking history, but if they have any chance, it's this year, man. They've gotten hot at the right moment, and that's all it's about. It's both in the NFL and the NBA to get hot at the right moment. And, as a Boston fan, I hate to say that, but I'm going to go with the Knicks.
There you go.
Here we go. Main event time. "27 years combined that we haven't seen these two fighting in an MMA setting."
All right, Ronda Rousey is 37 years old. Gina Carano is 44. Ronda Rousey is 5'6". Gina Carano is a little bit taller at 5'8". Ronda Rousey weighed in at 142. Gina Carano is at 141.4. And Gina actually has a half-inch reach advantage. Ronda Rousey is a judo fighter. Gina Carano is a Muay Thai fighter. And we'll get their records when they come down to the hexagon. Wow, I didn't know Gina Carano was 44 years old. Wow, I don't know, man.
Dude, if she can beat Rousey, and finally leave the sport alone, sheesh. I think this might be the final time we see either women here.
I think so. I mean, it was a shocking moment when Ronda lost to Holly Holm, and that started the downfall. She got knocked out. She tried to come back, and it just didn't happen. And then she went to WWE. And whether you liked Ronda in WWE or you didn't like her, I personally did like Ronda Rousey in WWE until she started telling the truth and pulling back the curtain. And here comes Gina. Wearing a black top. Gina will be wearing the red tape.
Welcome back, Gina Carano, making her way first.
Walking out,
17 years, dude.
skipping a little bit, kind of doing like a little AJ Lee type thing.
17 long years since she last competed.
Hair tied up in rows. Quick sip of water. Giving
Makes
props to
history again. The first main event on Netflix, and she was part of the first main event in women's history of MMA and a major pay-per-view was her. It was Ronda Rousey. She was part of the first one. Now she does this.
Will Ronda come out to bad reputation?
We'll find out.
Gina just waltzing into the dancing around, ready to go.
She's hyped.
She's hyped and
She
ready.
did lose 100 pounds, dude. A lot of people bet $100 on her just because she lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
But we're focusing on all that weight. Hurt her. That's what I need to do, lose 100 pounds. I got to work on it. You bet your ass is the biggest MMA fight of all time, Ronda said.
That's what she said.
Welcome home, Ronda Rousey. See if she comes out to it.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. There's that evil death stare.
Mm-hmm. She's walking with a purpose, dude.
She wants to get this done, over and done with. She bolted down the runway, down the entrance ramp, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but you got to be careful doing that, man, because you immediately do rush to do it. That's when you make mistakes rushing.
Mouthpiece comes in. She refuses a drink of water. Oh, there it goes.
Both Rousey and Carano transformed the MMA. They made their Dana White change his mind about not letting women fight.
Bowing, looking across, getting hyped, crossing the arms. And there's the stare.
He said this is the final main event. You mean it is the final? It is the main event.
This is it, man.
Yeah, but they advertise it as a triple main event, so I get what he said that.
did that to protect themselves anyway. Like I said,
Mhm.
look for Ronda to just go in and judo throw, armbar done. Michael Barrel, Derek Clearly, and Felicia O are your judges.
Mhm.
John McCarthy is going to be your referee.
Of course, he had to get it.
Oh yeah.
UFC's got competition again. History is made.
Indeed. Gina stands 5'8", weighing 140 pounds, with a record of 7-1, 3 knockouts and 1 submission. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Gina Carano.
The first woman to headline a major pay-per-view or a major event. The Trailblazer, the original face of MMA.
Whatever you do, don't mention WWE.
Gina Convention Carano. She's in her traditional all black. Her MMA traditional.
12-2, 3 knockouts, 9 submissions. Of course, the 2 losses were her last 2 in UFC. Holly Holm and Misha Tate.
No. Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes, excuse me.
She beat Tate twice.
Right. I apologize.
Man,
Fighting
this
out
got
of
up
Venice,
on you.
there's that evil death stare again.
Please touch gloves. Dude, I've never seen Ronda in this shape. The record breaker. The icon. Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
I don't think they'll touch gloves. Oh, they touch gloves. Okay.
Yeah, respect.
I'm surprised. I don't remember Ronda touching gloves that much in UFC. I really don't.
No, she refused a lot of gloves.
Again, look for Ronda to go for the quick win. That's her style. Are you ready?
No,
Are you
she
ready?
doesn't.
Let's go. They come to the center. And there's the takedown, just like I called it, in 5 seconds.
Yep. Ronda
her
went straight
down.
for a takedown.
And we've got some ground and pound already. And there it is. There it is.
Armbar.
Armbar tap out.
Gina
15
tap.
seconds. That's it.
13 seconds in.
That's it. And they're laughing. And she's laughing about it. She's got a big smile. And Gina's got a big smile on her face.
I feel like that was almost set up.
Unbelievable. That's it.
The last fight was 15 seconds.
15 seconds. That's all it took.
Let's get the official time.
They're both
I mean,
crying.
it's 17 seconds. Ronda is crying.
They're both crying. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry. I'm not surprised. But that is her style of fighting. You blink and it's over. They are holding each other. Ronda is in full tears. I can't tell. Gina is they're having a good conversation. But that's it. That's it. And Gina has raised Ronda's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Another embrace. And now more laughing, more tears. Ronda is very emotional over this. And we go. I mean, the replay is going to be the whole fight.
Exactly.
Grab, takedown, lock her up, a few punches, grab the arm and pull, and an immediate tap. Immediate
Hell yeah,
tap.
she
That's
did.
all it was.
That hyper extends your elbow, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. She did get the hook. Gina did get the hook, but then Ronda wriggled out, and like I said, in every match, you grab the arm and you pull. Immediate tap out, just like that. We're going to a
Yo,
quick commercial, get a
17
couple quick ads,
seconds.
and we'll make it official, and then I'm going to bounce on out of here.
My
I want to
brother
get
just texted me and put whack.
put it whack.
Yeah, I guess that it ended like that. The conspiracy theorists are gonna say it was a setup to make her
You
look
think?
good unaware.
Let me go over to X really quickly. Let me take a quick look here. Let me see what's going on. I mean, I bet X is blown up right now, and I know I should have retweeted, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to.
I kept doing it. Don't worry about it. I kept tweeting and stuff, so I had us covered.
Okay.
Now that I'm not staring at the TV anymore, let me switch to my normal camera. Change the angle back. Home Run Derby live on Netflix, July. Ooh. Austin, you want to cover that? I don't know. Up to you. The Home Run Derby
I
is
was
going to be
just
on
getting up to
Netflix.
get a snack, and it was over before I could even sit back down.
I know,
That's what one person says. One says 17 seconds too easy. It was lame. 15 seconds. We'll get the official time.
I'm thinking it's 17, but we'll see.
I think it was 13. She hugs Jake Paul. One said embarrassing. "17 seconds."
I called it. I paid attention to the clock.
Then, now both smiles.
See how emotional she's gonna be.
Yeah, she's happy. You know. One more hug, one more embrace. Is the main event on? It just ended. It's over. I was gonna say, should we just like immediately go into the other studio and just say it's over and done with?
Let's just translate what she's saying and boop.
And then call it, yeah.
Thank you very much. What a beautiful moment.
Yep.
Gina, please don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you. Ronda, speechless. We never thought we'll see you do that again. Almost. I know you're emotional. Yeah. Do you want to pour your heart out?
Oh, excuse me.
Gina is the person who brought me into MMA. She's my fucking hero. You brought me back home. You knew where my home was when nobody else did. You welcomed me into your world, and we changed the world. I would never be able to pay you back enough. She's thinking everybody MVP and everybody. You are what gives you value, everyone at home watching. Giving the fighters power back.
9th submission win under a minute.
Game planning, dreaming about it. I was hoping to come out unscathed because I didn't really hurt her. It's beautiful martial arts. It's an art. Is there any part of you that said you wish you had another second? She said, hell no, my cousin and my kids are watching me.
All right,
We've been through so much.
I've seen. I'm good. I've seen enough. I'm cutting my feed.
All right.
All right.
Sacrifice my family, my training partners. Thank you guys.
Hey, I mean, thank you, Ronda. I mean, everything they said about her, trailblazing, most dominant UFC women's champion there ever was, and now, it's over and done with. Would I like to see it gone a little bit longer? Maybe, but it was expected.
Any chance we could see more of you? Ariel said.
No, not gonna happen. She's done.
No way. I couldn't have ended it better than that. That was emphatic and definitive, brother.
Yep. I mean, she proved it. She proved it big time.
Gina's in there. What's going on in your mind? I wanted it to last longer. I felt so good. I haven't been here for 17 years. I wanted to hit her. You fulfilled a little. You feel unfulfilled. She said, I probably feel that now.
Yeah.
I mean, later. Finding a legend was a victory. I feel great. I wanted to fight, but I didn't get that. Which is great. I have love and respect. And it's a victory in my life. I woke up every morning at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that hour of the day doesn't exist for me. I'm sorry.
Right. I fell back in love.
3 and 4 o'clock. I'm entering my second REMS period at that point.
Exactly.
Which is probably what I'm going to do.
Any chance you want to keep doing this?
Nah, she's not going to do it.
I don't know. I think 17 years is a lot. Maybe one more.
All righty. Friends, I am done. I am so proud of the day I've had today. It's been a great day. Wow. As much as I would love to go into the shenanigans room, I don't think I can keep my eyes open anymore. So I'm going to say my good nights. Brother, thank you so much. I'm glad I got this done. And I will hopefully see you guys in about 72 hours or so, or whenever Game 7 of the Sabres and Canadians is, depending on my work day. Okay? Great,
all
man.
right.
Not totally surprised, but it's over and done with. And the next one, I don't know how they're going to top this. As far as for me, I love you guys. I am out. Good night.
All right, brother. And for those that are still watching, we thank you. But switch on over to the YouTube channels. We are Saturday Night Shenanigan. We're going to recap this week, get some stories told. But again, thank you to the 40 of you that were watching and continued watching. We love you. We're out. And please subscribe to Rage of Wrestling on YouTube. And we are out of here.